Here's what it takes to work at a credit union.
Can you tell us your name, job title, and what company you work for?
Absolutely. I'm Michelle Wilson. I'm the Director of Retail Operations here at Chrome Federal Credit Union.
Cool. Can you tell us what school subjects helped you most in this job?
So I have two, but I think math the most because one of the biggest things that I do is solve problems, and it helped me do that by being able to look at things logically and think through them with my critical thinking skills I learned.
What level of education was needed for this job?
So at the bank or at the credit union, there are some jobs that you can start right out of high school, but other jobs as you move up through the company that require you to have some extra specialized training or to go to college.
What is one activity you do at your job?
I spend a lot of time helping people. I help my customers learn about how to manage their money and solve other problems that they might be having if their debit cards don't work or something's going wrong with their account. But I also help my employees to learn how to use our systems and to answer the members' questions better.
What do you like most about your job?
I really like the helping people part.
What is one thing you wish kids knew about your job?
That it's actually really fun. When I was a kid, if somebody told me that I was going to grow up to be a banker, I would have thought that was really, really boring. But I actually have a great time with all the people that I work with, and I really, really love helping our members learn about how to use their money.
Cool.
What skills are helpful for doing your job well?
Being able to communicate. Everything that I learned in my English and language arts classes was really helpful because I send a lot of emails and I spend a lot of time talking.
What is one tool or piece of equipment that you use in your job?
I use my laptop computer every single day.
What training did you need for your career?
So to work in banking, there's a lot of specialized language and vocabulary you need to learn and a lot of rules about how to be a safe banker. So I had to learn a lot about that.
Tell us about two things you do at work.
Well, let's see. So I spend a lot of time answering questions for people about how their money works and how to make a budget and how to make the most out of the money that they have in their bank accounts, what kind of accounts use or make the most interest and things like that. And then I also help to train my team to use all of the banker systems and to make sure that they understand the best ways that they can help people answer all the questions that I answer.
Why did you choose this career?
So I chose it because I'm a mom and I really liked the hours, and I was also pretty interested in learning more about money and how to make my money work. And then I keep working in this career because I have such a great time learning and sharing all those things that I learn.
What is the difference between a bank and a credit union?
That's a great question. At a credit union, our motto is people helping people. So we have a board of directors, that's all people who volunteer for us. And our main goal is to help people learn the most about managing their money. We are a financial not-for-profit.
Can you tell us your name, job title, and what company you work for?
Sure. My name is Eric Kirk, and I am the Chief Information Officer, and I work for Chrome Federal Credit Union.
What school subjects helped you most in this job?
Well, there were actually a couple. So you'll find in almost every job, communication is probably the most important thing. So my English classes and basically creative writing helped me a lot. You do a lot of emailing, you do a lot of technical writing in the computer field, and you also do a lot of training. The other one that was really important was math. And I'll tell you why. Math basically gets you to problem solve. And math is like a mystery. You have to find the answer that you don't know, but you do know parts of it. So if you know parts of it, you can solve the problem. And that's what the computer field is like. You only know parts of the problem. So with my math, I learned how to think critically, and that's what makes the job easier.
That was really well said.
Thank you.
What level of education was needed for this career?
So when you start out, there are varying levels in the job. You can start out with basically high school, but as you go through and want to advance in the computer field, you need college. So that's basically 4 years of higher education after high school.
What is one activity you do in this job?
One activity? Wow, there's so many. So in this day and age, computer technology or information technology is basically under attack. And that's basically cyber related. There's a lot of bad people out there that want to take money out of the bank, money out of the credit union, money out of your accounts. So one thing I do is I constantly monitor our security channels. I'm always looking for somebody who's trying to get in and attack us.
What do you like best about your job?
What I like best about it, and I would say the best thing about it is it's never the same. It changes every day. There's always something new or something different that happens. So it keeps it very interesting.
What is one thing you wish kids knew about your job?
I would say probably the most important thing about the computer field is its long hours. A lot of jobs you work 8 to 5 or 9 to 5. In the computer field, you work evenings, you work weekends, and it's mainly to support your team, your coworkers. So when you need to make changes to equipment, you do it when they're not working. So it's a lot of long hours.
Thank you for spending your time with me.
Thank you.
What skills are helpful for doing your job well?
Skills, I would say, actually there's a few. Patience is a big one. Communications is really important. And they kind of go together. To be able to communicate properly, you have to be willing to listen. And that probably is one of the biggest skills for communication is listening. Listening and patience.
What is one tool or piece of equipment that you use in your job?
Obviously, in the computer field, we use computers a lot. I use my laptop a lot. I also use my phone because I have a lot of tools that let me look at the security right on my phone.
What training did you need for your career?
Okay, so there was some specialized training that I went to. I learned how to use Windows. So I went to a bunch of Windows classes. I went to a bunch of firewall classes. Firewall is basically a device that protects your network from bad guys. It kind of keeps them out. And also communication, public speaking.
Tell us about 2 things you do at work.
2 things, let's see. I do a lot of communication. Since my job is really a support job, I'm always supporting my coworkers. So I do a lot of communicating. I do a lot of writing. I also do a lot of security work where I'm looking for things that might be not good.
Why did you choose this career?
So I've always been kind of a sci-fi nut. I've always liked science fiction, Star Trek, Star Wars, computers. I like to put things together, and because of that, it developed into this technology field. And computers and games and all that stuff kind of leads you into it. So it was my interest. It was my passion.